Okay, so dear students, we discussed about water, a precious resource, that water is very important for all the living organisms, all the living beings. So this is all about that we have done in this chapter. Let us give a quick revision for this, and you can use this concept map or mind map in your notebooks. While revision, it will be very helpful for you for a quick revision. So let's start with, so water, the name of the chapter is water, a precious resource. So first of all, the importance of water. Importance of water, we discussed about that how the water is important. Water is used in cooking, water is used in generating electricity, water is used by plants in photosynthesis. If the water will not be there, plants will not be able to perform photosynthesis. And also, it is very helpful to maintain body temperature, right? So these are the four, even more than four you can write. Then comes to the next part. That was the first one. Then comes to the next part, forms. Forms of water. There are basically three forms of water: solid, liquid, and gas. In solid, liquid, that is liquid water which we drink. Then the gaseous form, that is water vapor. Water vapors are present in the atmosphere everywhere, right? You can check that water vapors are present in air when you will keep a chilled glass of water on the table. After a few seconds, you are able to see the water droplets outside that glass, right? From where these water droplets come from? These water droplets are actually the water vapors which are present in the atmosphere. When they come in contact with the glass, due to low temperature, condensation will take place and these water vapors will be converted into liquid. Then the next one is, this is the third one, important source, which is the important source of important source of water is groundwater, right? Groundwater is available, that is important source of water. And the upper limit of groundwater is known as water table. But gradual and continuous lowering, gradual and continuous lowering means we are using groundwater, right? The increase in population is there, so people are using groundwater more. So that means gradual and continuous lowering. Gradually and continuously, the water table is going down. This decrease in the water table, right? So if it will be goes on regularly, continuously, then what will happen? It will lower the water table, right? What are the reasons? What are the causes of the lowering of water table? That is increasing population. Population is increasing day by day, so the use of water will be more. Use of water will be more, then lowering of water table will also be there. Next is deforestation. Deforestation, we know that cutting down of trees, if cutting down of trees will be there, deforestation take place, then less amount of rainfall will be there. Less rainfall, lowering of water table, because lot of water goes inside the ground, inside the earth, to fill that water table, to update that water table, right? If less amount of rain will be there, then the rainwater source for this water table will not be there. Then increasing industries. Yes, increasing industries, because industries, lot of water is used, right? Lot of water is used. Then from where they will take that water? Water table, right? Anti rainfall, if less rainfall will be there, lowering of water table will take place. Now this groundwater is, here you can see rainwater. Rainwater is fulfilling that groundwater a little bit, not fully, as much as it can, because there is not, sometimes there is a lot of rain, sometimes there is very less amount of rain. And this groundwater is also pumped by humans. Some are manually, like hand pumps, and some are using tube wells. In the fields, you can see. In the fields, you might have seen the excess amount of water is coming out from the tube wells. From where they are getting? They are using the motors and they are taking out the, pumping out the water from the water table. That is groundwater they are using, right? Then we have this one, fall in availability of water. If water will not be available, what will happen? Fall in availability of water, what will happen? Water scarcity. What can be the effect of water scarcity? If water scarcity will be there, lack of food will be available because plants will not be able to perform photosynthesis, they will die and we will not be able to get food. Even oxygen also, because plants will not be giving the oxygen. So how we can overcome this problem of water scarcity? So water scarcity can be overcome by water management. How we can perform that practices of water management? One is the best one is rainwater harvesting. Now these days people are constructing their home. They are making the rooftop water harvesting. They are collecting the rainwater on the roof using the pipes, collecting that water. This water is allowed to go into the earth, into the ground in a big tank through the pipes. Right? Then reuse of water. Water can be reused. Construction of dams is also one method of water management, and drip irrigation. While irrigation, we can use that drip irrigation so that we can get the proper amount of water available for all the human beings. So children, this is all about this chapter that we have discussed in water, a precious resource. Right? If you have any doubts, you can ask in WhatsApp group. There we will discuss out. Thank you so much.